Welcome back to the channel. This is the Action Figure Grader, and I just got back into town from a hunting trip. I ended up with about 350 pounds, that's after cleaning, from 3 wild boars that my friend and I managed to snag. Lots of sausage, tenderloins, and ribs. If you guys want to see photos from the hunting trip, which they're pretty epic, let me know in the comments. Leave me a like in this video. And I don't know, some people don't like to see that kind of stuff, so I don't want to blast it out to the entire group if it's going to gross people out, okay? But if you want to see it, let me know, and then maybe a video next week. This time next week, I'll do a quick collage or, photo dump from the awesome trip we had. I killed 2 really nice 250 to 300 pound wild boar, and my buddy got 1 as well. All right, so you know the drill by now. In the video description, there will be eBay affiliate links for all the items I'm going to cover. And we've got some buy it nows as well as some auctions, some really nice loose graded Spanish figures. I'm shocked they haven't sold yet. But I did want to kind of go through everything so you guys can take a look for what's out there. I just got back into town, so I'm kind of quickly cobbling this video together, but I did find some good stuff here. All right, so let's start off with the loose graded. I think it's all kind of a mishmash here of different items, so I take that back. But this one just got listed last night. This is a UKG 80% Droid Factory R2-D2 with a 3rd leg. You could maybe make an argument it's closer to a 75 versus an 80, just given the discoloration to the sticker. But they got it priced at about $400, which is not a terrible deal at all. And there's 5 watchers on it already. I mean, I've seen them in loose condition sell for $300 to $350 all day long. So you're getting one that's already graded for about $400. Global shipping back to the US is a little expensive, but if you're in the UK, I'm sure it's fairly cheap. So I wanted to show you that one. This I also think is a great deal. It just got listed. I'm really shocked that it hasn't sold yet, but this is kind of an unpunched or partially unpunched debut card, crystal clear blister for Luke Skywalker in his Hoth battle gear on the 45 back Star Wars display arena. It's an AFA 75 plus, 75, 85, 80. I've seen AFA 80s go for $1,000 or more. This one's listed at $700, and again, I'm really shocked that it hasn't sold. And admittedly, it just went on the market for sale this morning. So anyway, there's only one other person watching it so far, and then me. And again, I think that's a really good deal. It's really tough to find this card, especially in this condition with the clear blister and partially unpunched. 75 plus, that is not a grade to sneeze at for this particular figure. I've got an 80 plus. No way I would sell it for less than $1,500. No way. To me, for $700, that's a really good deal. Some loose diecast, loose graded diecast are listed, and they're on the upper end of what I'd probably pay, but I think they're worth keeping an eye on. And maybe, I got an offer on all of them for about $26 to $30 off. But this is the diecast Snow Speeder graded UKG 85%. He also has the Millennium Falcon diecast UKG 85%. And then the very tough to find diecast Imperial Cruiser. And I like how they display this with the Tantive 4 displayed next to it. That's one thing that CAS did not do for mine that I wish they would do, is having that little Tantive 4 plug-in displayed next to it instead of inside the cargo hold on the back side. So you can see that on the back side, it's got that little sliding hatch where the Tantive 4 plugs in, but UKG does it right, where they actually show that little plug-in next to it. So I think all 3 of those are not bad deals at all. I mean, those are prices I'd be willing to pay. He did offer about $26 off, but maybe he makes, adds a make an offer option, and you can get it for even cheaper than that if you're not willing to pay those prices. Treasures from the Attic listed these right before I left town, and I'm shocked that none of my Patreon supporters picked them up. I really want all 3 of these, but I'm really trying to not buy anything else this year, and it's only been like 3 weeks for me since I bought the Death Star droid tri-logo, so I can't justify buying these. But this is the pink face Spanish PBP Han Hoth, and it's also uncracked limbs. So you can see there uncracked limbs. So this is basically a card fresh figure, UKG 80% because of a couple of paint rubs, which that could have happened at the factory. The paint on these is known to be very, it rubs off very easily. That one's listed for 145 pounds. And then he's got the Paleface PBP Han Hoth as well, graded UKG 85%. That's $247. I mean, I don't have either one of those. I would buy those in a heartbeat at those prices. I'm just shocked that no one's bought them. And especially this one. This one's actually listed for what I see them sell for in the Facebook groups ungraded. Okay, 365 pounds. I found a data point in Echo-based vintage variants that was ungraded for the Paleface Luke Hoth at 400 pounds. And this one's at 365 and it's already graded UKG 80%. So this is a very tough one to find. This is only the second one that I remember coming up on eBay, other than an AFA 80 example. That one sold for over $660 in an auction. So this one is a UKG 80, and it's listed at a buy it now for almost $200 less. So this is a buy. This is a strong buy, and I don't have this one. Again, I want all three of these. I'm not going to buy them, though. I'm just shocked that they haven't sold yet. They do have some watchers. And then he also does have the Spanish PBP Imperial Commander, graded UKG 85%. He's kind of a unique one. He's kind of known to have that reddish hair color that you can see there, which is much more red than the standard Hong Kong. So I think, again, all three of those are great. That one's only 125 pounds. Here's a couple of unique ones. These are custom twin graded figures. He's got two different options available. All four of the figures are graded UKG 80%, but these are the medical droids for 160 pounds. Which is $213 US, and I did receive an offer for 144 pounds, which is about 10% off. And then the same seller also has Zuckuss and Forlom, graded UKG 80% inside the same case. Really nice presentation there. Those are listed for the same price, 150 pounds or $200 US. So good deals on all those. This seller has some beautiful tri-logos at auction. A CAS 85 Plus Dengar. This is the standard Hong Kong or no COO Dengar. It's not the Spanish PBP Paleface, but it is on the Palatoy card back. $202 right now. All of these auctions end Monday, I believe. This one ends at Monday at 12:01 a.m. Tuesday. Actually, Tuesday at 12:01 Eastern Time. And the Nikto, this one actually ends Saturday evening. This is a CAS 85. It also does have the blister support. All three of them do have the blister support, which is nice as well. So we got a CAS 85 Nikto, and then the last one this seller has is a CAS 85 AT-AT Commander with the blister support. That one's at 305, and that one ends Sunday. So those all three of those end on different times, so make note of those if you're planning on bidding in those. For any of these auctions, if you place a low bid using the affiliate link and then come back to win it later, it does help out the channel. So keep that in mind for the auctions if you're willing to do that. But all three of those are very high grade examples, and hopefully you can get a good deal on those. And then if you want another AT-AT Commander, this one's at auction as well. This is an AFA 80. And this one's at $163.50, and that one ends Sunday afternoon at 5:55 Eastern Time. It does have the Clearview label up top, but it's an AFA 80 on the German Parker card back. The one that this seller has at auction is the standard Palatoy Tri-Logo 70 back, and this one is the German Parker. It's got the longer, thinner hang tab that we've talked about in my recent unboxings, and then it's got the brighter yellow color on the back of the card. So just a different variation for the AT-AT Commander. You're going to get both of them if you want, but those are at auction. On to Gold Star Tech. He's got some beauties that are at auction as well. This one ends Monday evening. This is an AFA 85 45 back Star Wars display arena for the R5D4. And this one is a clear blister, punched example, no price sticker, archival case as well. 80, 85, 85 are the sub scores. It's got a little bit of card curl, so keep that in mind if you're bidding. But the blister is crystal clear. Beautiful example. That one's at $202.49 right now and ends again Monday evening. Same seller also has an AFA 80 plus Uncle Gundy on the Droids card back, the US card, unpunched, no price sticker. And also ending, this one in Saturday from Gold Star Tech. This is an AFA 75 A-Wing pilot on the Droids card back, unpunched US card. That is a very expensive item usually, even in a 75 grade. The last 75 sold for around $1,600 if memory serves. Right now, the current bid is at $565, but keep in mind that one does end Saturday. The other two end on Monday. Brian's Toys also has this beautiful 79 back B for Luke Jedi. This is the Anakin Skywalker mail-away offer. 80, 85, 85 are the sub-scores. It's got no price sticker, and then it's a punched example, so that should hopefully keep the price down a little bit. Pretty good sticker placement for the Anakin sticker. It's not covering his face anyway, which I do see sometimes, where the sticker is right on Luke's face, but this one's kind of below that. Again, that one's at $305 and ends Sunday afternoon. And then finally, I do have one magazine. This is a CGC 9.8 Star Wars Insider. This is the souvenir edition for issue number 20. I can't remember what. There's no issue number because this is like a souvenir issue. So lower print count. This is the Comic Mint edition, and it's got Ahsoka on the cover from the animated Clone Wars cartoon. That one has got a starting bid of $50, and there's been no takers yet. And that one ends Sunday evening, so you can get a good deal on that, is my guess. Hopefully that goes for under $100. Anyway, just some good ideas there. Again, please use the eBay affiliate links in the video description. Happy hunting out there. Thank you so much for watching. No pun intended, by the way, on the happy hunting. And I'll be back soon.